ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Off the Rail. I'm Michael.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm RJ.
So this is going to be a special Christmas episode. It's December, which means consumerism is all around us.
Santa's watching, y'all.
Santa's watching. He's checking his list.
Twice.
Checking it twice. Holy shit. Maybe a third time just because there's three guys.
So we did this for Halloween, and it was a big hit. Tens of y'all watched and listened. I'm sorry. And so we're going to do it tonight. This time the three of us are going to do our top 10 Christmas movies.
Because you guys were so good the last time, we got a third guy in here. You know.
Oh, yeah.
This,
Right.
yeah.
It's another 30 movies.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
less.
Yeah, well,
Maybe some overlap.
that's a good point. If one of us lists a movie that we have on our list, do we talk about it then, or do we wait to have our own discussion about it?
That
later?
depends. Use
Yeah.
your own judgment.
Okay.
We could just, we can talk about it like ourselves, and
Okay.
we'll get a feel for it.
Sounds good to me.
So we're each going to go through, starting from 10 and going up. We'll try to stay a little bit brief, but you knowing us, we probably won't. I'll start us off. My number 10 Christmas movie. First of all, this almost made number 10, so it's kind of an honorable mention. It's not my 10. Technically, this would be my 11th. But I took it out of the 10th spot because I wasn't sure if it counted as a Christmas movie. However, I always watch it around Christmas because it has Christmas vibes. Rise of the Guardians.
Huh.
It's technically,
Okay.
I think it happens around, it happens in the winter.
It has Santa Claus in it,
It
right?
has Santa Claus and Jack Frost, but it's it don't really happen around Christmas time.
Never
I don't
watched it,
think.
to be honest. So.
It's such a beautiful movie. So it has my favorite version of Santa Claus.
Yeah, I love the art style of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I thought that was the Owl movie.
No, that's the Owls of Gahul.
That's a very different
The
title.
Zack Snyder classic.
Yeah, the Owls of Gahul.
I've never seen the Hours of Butthole or whatever you just said.
I haven't either, but I've also never seen Rise of the Guardians. Tell me about it.
Well, I don't talk about it too long because it's not my.
True.
It's not like I said. I don't think it's technically a Christmas movie, so I didn't want
It's
to.
got Santa in it.
It does have Santa in it. It also has the Easter
That's all I
Bunny.
need.
Yeah.
Has the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, the Sandman. The Sandman.
So it works for every holiday. It's
Every
perfect.
holiday. It's a
perfect
it's a
movie.
superhero holiday movie. So my actual
holiday.
number 10 is the classic Jingle All the Way.
All right.
I don't remember the year it came out, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, Anakin Skywalker, Sinbad.
Hell yeah. He does Sinbad, dude.
The three
I love
icons of the 90s.
Right.
it. Three upper echelons of human civilization in the 90s.
How many of them have went to jail out of those three?
I would be shocked. I would be
I
fucking
know Anakin went to
shocked
jail.
if
Anakin
Sinbad's
totally
been to
went
jail.
Sinbad's such a good, wholesome guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was upset when that package had a bomb in it. He said, "Sick world we're living in."
We live in sick people.
I love Jingle All the Way.
It was such a good movie because it hits so close to home that kids are spoiled little brats, and every kid wants that one new Christmas toy. And if they don't get it, they're like, "You're the worst
Yeah, Tickle
parent
Me
ever." So this, Jingle All the Way, you have a fake, kind of like a Power Rangers was really big at that time, but they couldn't,
couldn't
say
afford that.
Power Rangers, so it was Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger goes on Christmas Eve and tries to track down this doll that's everybody's wanted. It's the hottest toy ever, so nobody has it. And shenanigans ensue. And it's just really, really
Shenanigans indeed.
funny, and it definitely hits the true spirit of Christmas. And it also has my all-time favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger line out of any movie he's ever been in.
What is that?
Which is, "Put the cookie down now!"
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good one. I like that one a lot.
That's really good.
And it has Phil Hartman as the antagonist.
I love one of my favorite things that I read about this movie recently was somebody said Jingle All the Way is a perfect movie because it casts Arnold Schwarzenegger as a cuck and Phil Hartman as the hot, cool dad.
Never thought of it that way, but that's true.
It's true, yeah. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger beats the shit out of a reindeer and redeems
But
himself.
then he gets it drunk,
bunch of Santa
so it's
Clauses.
okay.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, who?
I'm gonna dick your holes, bub.
Oh my god, Dick! You're gonna dick my holes, is what you said?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Wow, you're being awful forward.
Y'all are
tonight.
really in the Christmas spirit.
I'm a Christmas fucking ghoul, dude. I'm a Christmas ghost, not a Christmas spirit.
The coast of Christmas holes.
I was just gonna say I loved Jingle All the Way when I was a kid, man.
Yes.
I cried at the end when Schwarzenegger takes off the helmet and he's like,
Jamie!
"Jamie, it's me.
Did it make your
I'm
dad
your
seem
dad."
lame?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, why is my dad doing this?
Why isn't my dad Arnold
For
Schwarzenegger?
real?
Why isn't my dad a fucking famous politician? You know what I mean?
I just love the wife's reaction whenever he's dressed up as Turbo Man. She's like, Howard.
Howard. Oh, Howie.
Like a sweet, loving moment between him and his son, and then she just looks at him like, Howard.
And then for the first time in his life, Phil Hartman's like, "Wow, I wish I was Arnold Schwarzenegger."
Right? Jamie.
Jamie.
All right, Patrick, what is your number 10 Christmas movie?
Alrighty, my number 10. I love Christmas movies, but all my favorite Christmas movies are kind of sequestered to like 3 or 4. So I had a little bit of trouble filling out the bottom half of my list with movies I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I went for a bit of a flawed classic, a bit of a troubled little film to me. It's not perfect. Krampus. I love me some Krampus. It's fun. It's a lot of cool. It's a cool movie.
It's a lot of cool.
It's a lot of a cool movie. It's not all cool movie. The ending's a little bit rushed. It feels like they introduced too many cast members and they go, oh, fuck, there's like 10 people left. We got to kill them all right now.
Gotta put him in a snow globe. I forget what happened in that movie.
Yeah, he puts him in a snow globe at the end. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool movie. I've only seen it maybe 2 or 3 times in high school.
Oh, we gotta watch it again.
I would love to
I only
rewatch
saw
that
it
one.
once in the movie theaters, so
It
What?
was cool. It's not Rob Corddry. Who's that
I
guy?
think it is.
No,
No, it's the dude from The Office.
yeah, it's that guy with the funny mouth.
Yeah.
I love that
Funny
guy. in this.
mouth.
Yeah, he fights those gingerbread men. It's a pretty good
Oh
sequence.
yeah, I know who you're talking about, but funny mouth. That
Yeah, he's got kind of a-
strangely sounds sexy.
I mean, he is pretty sexy. I
got
love
a
that
Yeah,
guy.
he does this
mouth.
like I'm doing a face like Rob Corddry.
It's not Rob Corddry. But what do you guys think of? Is that on either of you guys' list?
I will say it is on my list.
It's not on my list.
Okay, well, I'll save. You
wanna
guys don't
save
have to
it?
waste your thoughts. Yeah, I'll say.
I have a lot of thoughts on
Okay.
Krampus, but yeah, we'll wait till
We'll wait and save it.
since it's not on RJ's list. So RJ, number 10. what
David
is-
Koechner.
David Koechner, yeah.
That's it. Sorry, I thought about it.
So my number 10 is Jingle All the Way. And I just wrote like quick notes. And I just wrote on this one, it's an indictment on modern America's hypercapitalism.
Right,
It
Brother.
really is.
exactly.
And that's all I because honestly, I'm going to get real with y'all. I am not that much of a Christmas guy. I never really saw the true meaning of Christmas. you know.
capitalism.
Yeah, but so like honestly, I'm feeling a little open. I'm only on this podcast to get a promotion. I'm only here for a little bit, and then I'm going to move back to the big city and get a promotion.
Oh, you fucking capitalist.
So we'll see what happens. My heart might open up, Y'all can introduce me to the spirit of Christmas throughout this episode.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens, man. You think you think we'll bring it out of you? What do you
Yeah,
think right
maybe-
now?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty stone cold. I'm only focusing on my promotion in the Big Apple.
you're a curmudgeonly sword at the
Yeah.
moment. You're a real Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, but we're having a little meet cute right now. Something might happen. You never know.
Oh, I just touched.
His heart may grow 3 sizes bigger.
Oh, that's not the only thing I want to make grow 3 sizes on that man. His cock.
My what?
I mean, his cock.
All right, y'all are really making me not want to get into Christmas at all.
No, dude.
All right, so number 10 is Jingle All the Way.
Jamie!
I have no other thoughts about that movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. So for my number 9, and this is going to be controversial, I will say I do not like the sequels.
Oh,
They're garbage. I haven't watched the
I see where this
series
is
that
going.
came
Me
out.
too. I see where this is
However, the first movie is a classic to me is The Santa Claus with Tim
Oh, I did
Allen.
not see that
going. Yeah,
coming.
I saw that coming a mile away. You said the sequels aren't good, bro. I was
No.
like, that's
I
the
saw
Santa
Home
Claus.
Alone. on the
Oh yeah,
horizon.
that one for sure too.
I
I've
do, I
seen
do
it
love
all
Home
of
Alone.
those.
So what's so great about the Santa Claus?
It was so unique when it first came out. I thought it was just such a fun idea, Santa Claus. The legend of Santa Claus is just kind of good. It's a
It
clause.
has
Just
to happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a clause. Tim Allen was
ordained.
responsible for pushing this guy or making this guy fall off the roof. He put on the trousers to make his little asshole kid happy. Another movie where kids are just total assholes. Sorry, the kid in Santa Claus is a total douche. I'm just saying.
Honestly, the best thing, I remember when I was a kid and we watched the Santa Claus, I was like, this is the first edgy movie I've ever seen.
It is. The
Yeah.
first one
gotta
is
watch that
kind of edgy, like
Because Santa dies.
yeah.
And I was like, Santa can die?
And then the elves are like, yeah, okay, there's another one.
Yeah.
And Bernard, best elf character ever.
Yeah, I love him.
Bernard was awesome in that movie.
He's the little brown hair guy.
Oh, okay, is he?
He's like the
one-
head elf.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
And you literally have
With the soul
Santa.
patch?
Yeah, and you literally have
Oh.
Santa kind of sort of hitting on a child that's an elf, but she's
What?
actually older than him.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's like, you look pretty good. 'Cause
that's
she's-
really
That's
fucked
anime
up.
rules.
right.
An
She's-
8,000-year-old
well, it's not
dragon.
really hitting on. She has the line where she's like, "Oh, I perfected it over the last 150 years."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you look pretty good for your age." She's like, "Thanks, but I'm married with I'm with somebody and rapping." And it's stuff like that you don't normally see
Yeah,
in
that is true.
Christmas little
Yeah,
kid
it's
movies.
It's like a
you know?
Disney movie.
Right. And like I said, the sequels are garbage. But the first one, I don't know, it's always been one of my favorite Christmas movies. I watch it every year.
Man, I can't believe you don't love the Santa Claus 3 with Steve
Martin Short.
Martin Short. I was close.
I like that movie when I was a kid. I have no other frame of reference for it.
Yeah,
remember
number
it being
2
okay.
with John Leguizamo though is really good.
You mean Michael
Or Michael
Pena?
I was watching that Violent Night movie. And I was like, oh, it's Michael Pena.
Yeah, we were saying
I
that
know.
too.
I leaned over to Patrick in the theater, which we're going to talk about this movie next episode. But I
Yeah.
leaned over and I was like,
Get
"Hey,
on.
look, it's actual John Leguizamo."
I said bullshit. That's Michael Pena for sure, dude.
All right, so we'll stop talking about Tim Allen, but
Thank God.
I don't know. I love talking about cocaine addicts, man. Anyway, but I've not seen the Santa Claus since I was a child, so I cannot contribute to the conversation in any meaningful way other than to move on to my number 9, which is I can't remember if one of you guys, maybe Mike, said you didn't like this movie. And this is another one that's just kind of shoved in there because I have not seen it since I was very young. Maybe in high school, I don't remember. But It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, he made a
I
face.
have not watched it, if I'm being
Mike made a
honest.
face. Oh, you haven't watched It's a
I've
Wonderful
seen
Life?
parodies of it, so I know what it is.
you're not missing much. So I will let. I have a whole spiel that I say to every time somebody tells me they like this movie, but I will wait
Okay.
for you to tell me why this is your number 9.
Well, like I said, I have not seen it in a while. I might have to rewatch it and see if it's like overly sentimental and overly schmaltzy or whatever. But I remember when I saw it, and I think the first time I saw it was in middle school. It's obscenely long for a Christmas movie.
3 hours.
It's like 2.5 hours long or something, like 2 hours and 10 or 20
Was it
minutes.
made for TV?
No, it was made in like the 40s. It's Frank Capra, Jimmy Stewart, thank you, and John. No, that's Michael Pena in that one. I mean, like you see all the parodies. RJ, this would be an interesting movie for you to visit because you see all the parodies. It's all the parodies are about like the sequence where he goes back through his life and like sees why he should exist and like what it's like. That's like the last 40 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's all building up to like this guy's life sucks. He hates his life. Well, he's got a nice life.
Yeah.
He
But
just thinks it sucks.
That's
Yeah.
the whole point of the movie is he's like, "Oh, my life sucks," but he actually has a nice life.
Yeah, and
It's a wonderful life.
yeah. And I thought it was beautiful when I was young. I sobbed my little boy brains out,
Oh,
and I sobbed so hard. Anyway,
You legitimately cried?
I cried so hard watching It's a Wonderful Life as a boy. I haven't seen it as an adult. I don't cry as
I didn't know
often
you were a
anymore.
bitch.
oh,
What?
Oh.
I didn't know you were a bitch.
I was a bitch.
Shots
Who cries
fired.
at movies?
I cried during Big Fish like a month ago.
Okay, that makes
Oh,
sense.
dude, Big Fish
Oh,
is
that
awesome.
one. That one will get you.
Men are allowed to cry at Big Fish.
I cried at the end when oh my god
When the Big Fish showed up.
Oh fuck, dude! Don't talk about the Big
sorry.
Fish showing up.
I'm sorry, folks. I derailed the show.
Don't talk about it.
So It's a Wonderful Life. First, I will say, like, I respect anybody who does like it, but I have to correct people when they think it's a Christmas movie, because it's really not. But
Okay.
so I am actually a big Jimmy Stewart fan, and I think he is good in the movie. The movie as a movie is not horrible. It's a little bit too long.
It's very long.
Very long. But I mean, it has a nice message, has a good story. But the history of this movie, it was made.
Oh, was
No one wanted to buy it. Everybody was like, no, it's
Really?
too long. There's really no place for it. Nobody wanted it. So instead, it just kind of got trapped in limbo. And TV stations obviously weren't, they were closed on like Christmas and stuff like that. So it just became a thing where every Christmas they would just play It's a Wonderful Life on loop because
Oh,
to have something to
interesting.
fill the air. So it kind of got brainwashed people into being like, oh, it's a Christmas movie because it plays on loop every Christmas.
Does it not have any Christmas in it?
It has Christmas at the end whenever he's running down the street going, Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I guess that's fair. You left Rise of the Guardians off your list, and that actually has.
The world view, It's a Wonderful Life, is like one of the biggest top-grossing Christmas movies.
Yeah.
But it's only a Christmas movie because people were brainwashed into thinking it was a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's it. It's basically, I mean, not quite the same, but it's basically if I did what I was I wasn't initially planning on, but I gave it consideration. I'd put The Nice Guys in because there's one scene at the end where there's a Christmas tree.
Exactly, yeah. Like there's this one shot at the end where it's like Christmas and he's running down the street, Merry Christmas, so and so, Merry Christmas, Bob.
It's more like a Thanksgiving movie.
And then he goes home and like
True.
the
Being
bell on
thankful
the
of your place.
the
Yeah.
bell on the Christmas tree
Yeah.
rings, and the girl's like, "Oh, look, an angel got his wings." And he's like, "Way to go, Clarence, whatever."
It might be Lawrence. I don't remember.
It's Clarence. I think Clarence. I don't know. Fred.
Robert.
John Leguizamo.
Michael Pena. Alrighty, we're moving on, right?
Moving on.
So my number 9, this is going to be very controversial.
Okay.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000.
Boo!
Boo me all you want. Boo me all you want. I will take it. I'm the Grinch, bitch. I will take your boobs.
Yeah.
and
You're
turn
going
around.
to the big city, aren't you, you son of a bitch?
So this movie was honestly probably the first movie I was ever excited to see.
That's
It
What
came
a
out in
sad
2000.
story.
I was 5 years old.
that's horrifying.
And my grandma, she's like, I'm going to take you to see the Grinch. And I was like, hell yeah. So like we stopped at Wendy's before and they had the Grinch toys.
Oh my god.
So I got the Grinch toy.
Dude, you were hyped,
I rolled up to the theater with my Grinch toy.
bro.
And I was laughing so hard at Jim Carrey mugging
Oh shit.
the dog.
He mugged me when I paid to see that movie, dude.
I haven't watched it since I was like 10 years old.
Okay, all right,
But
back down.
But I
brother.
trust my 10-year-old self enough
unwheeled
You
this
definitely
film.
need to watch it again as
to
an
say
adult.
that it is a certified Christmas classic.
The original short cartoon is a Christmas
Yes.
classic. The book
course.
is a Christmas classic.
Of
This
course.
movie is an abomination
We're gonna
to
beat
Christmas
you down,
films.
RJ.
Oh, God.
It takes away the entire message from the book and the original short. The original, okay,
How
the
does
whole
it take away the message?
because the message in the original is the Grinch is just an asshole. He's just a dude who lives in the. He's like fuck people, fuck Christmas.
Yeah.
I just hate everything and everybody. But the Who's in Whoville are like the sweet, caring people. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck up y'all's Christmas. I'm gonna go take all your shit.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna have a Christmas. Ha!
He's a
And they
Grinch.
get up on Christmas morning and they don't care. They don't even bat an eye. They just go out, hold hands around the tree, and sing. And he's like, oh wow,
Yes.
consumerism really is dead. I'm gonna go join them.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
The movie, Jim Carrey hates everything, and he gets no reason why. They try to give him a backstory, and it's
They
full
do
of
give
plot
reason.
holes.
He was picked on as a baby.
No, even before that though, he hates everything. He hates everybody. They give him no reason why. He hates everything. And then like he gets bullied in school because he has like a bad shaving job, and then everybody makes fun of him. And he's like, I hate
I would have picked
Christmas.
on him.
He's a little green freak.
And then everybody in Whoville, except for like 2 people, are assholes.
Yeah. Do
They're
you
not
know?
good
Do you know when this
people.
movie came out? When George Bush was the president.
They're not good. They're not good
And
people.
that is like the Hummer of Christmas movies. It is so fitting into the time that it was made. Like that's what people were like in the year 2000.
In the year
And then 9/11
yeah,
happened.
yeah. And then 9/11 happened.
And then when he
everything
takes
got
everybody's when he takes everybody's Christmas stuff, the Who's wake up and they're like, "Oh no, we've been robbed. What are we gonna do? Christmas is
Yeah,
ruined."
Cindy Lou Who.
And then Cindy Lou Who and her dad have to be the ones that are like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm glad he took the presents. Let's go sing."
Yeah, they're Mormons.
It's just it's a terrible movie.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I can't bitch about it too much because I have not seen it in a while. I would love to bitch
Neither.
about
It's
it.
been more than 10
Brother,
years.
you can't put that at number, what is it, number 9?
But Christmas
Number
is
9.
it's a
nine.
holiday for children. So I'm thinking back to when I was a child, what I would watch every year.
Okay, I think, he does have some validity in that. I think
Yes.
the connections you make to movies when you're a kid are very vital, and it is our favorites. I will allot him one go at How the Grinch Stole Christmas if it still makes his list after he rewatches it.
Oh no, I'm never gonna rewatch it.
All right, fair enough.
I got better things to do.
Like what?
Like not watch Jim
Like
Carrey.
watch
and How the Grinch
Elizabeth?
No, I'm gonna sneak into your apartment and steal your Christmas tree.
You sick fuck.
Stole- Patrick, you know what?
What's up?
He's a mean one.
RJ, Mr. RJ.
He really is
Is
a
a-
heel.
All right, I think that's all for. That's not on y'all's list.
Hell
Fuck no.
All right.
So my number 8 is a little obscure,
Ooh.
but it's a Christmas horror story.
Oh, I've heard of it. You've been
Which
telling me on it.
it's an anthology. It's an anthology film that kind of came out under the radar. I don't think it ever got like a theatrical release. It's an anthology film about a bunch of horror shorts that take place on Christmas, and I love it. It's so well made, really well thought out. There's like a twist at the end. I won't give anything away. Some of these shorts are just awesome. Like there's literally one short, all the elves at the North Pole turn into zombies. It's like a zombie apocalypse at the North Pole. So you have Santa.
That sound like fun.
You have Santa running around the North Pole with a shotgun, like killing elf zombies as they come out. It's such an awesome, fun movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. You've
It's like,
told me about
like
it.
Trick or Treat for Christmas.
That's what I
Yeah,
was about
Trick or
to
Treat
ask.
for Christmas.
Okay, yeah. So it does that where it kind of interweaves the stories and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
That's
And
very
there's
fun.
even a battle,
cool.
to not ruin too much, there's the battle in the movie between Santa Claus and Krampus.
That's on the poster.
Ooh.
I think that's fine.
Is this a recent movie?
It came out,
2017, I think.
yeah, it's about 2017.
Maybe 2015? Neither of us have seen it. Do you have any
We
other
definitely
thoughts?
have to watch this
Yeah, I'll
movie.
watch it.
I'm
down.
very down. I'm very down to watch it.
That sounds like fun.
This Halloween or this Christmas season.
Yep.
This holiday
This
season.
Christmas.
As long as I have a lot of work meetings in the big city, over
yeah.
Zoom.
Oh yeah. What are you? I thought you were the fucking Grinch, my guy.
But I'm going a little bit part time.
yeah.
Y'all's children have kind of like warmed up to me. Your wives have
I most
died.
definitely don't have children or a wife.
You're gonna keep sitting over there combing your fucking silly little cone-headed green looking ass Grinch fucking noggin dome.
I got
Noggin Dome.
Yeah, your little weird little paw mouth looking
I
ass.
feel like I lost the plot a little bit.
I'm accusing you of Grinchery, my
Oh, I'm always grinching.
You're Grinching it up.
I'm
Straight
grinching it
up
up
Grinching.
24/7.
So number 8, Patrick.
Number 8, I'm gonna save us some time here. My number 8 was Jingle All the Way, and I've already discussed Jingle All the Way. It's fly as fuck. It's got
awesome.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. He flies around Sinbad and New York.
Incredible in the parade.
It's incredible. It's an
Yes.
incredible sequence. There's a fucking giant monster that fights. Well, it's not a giant
go,
monster. But it's a guy in a
demon
suit.
That movie, I think like Christmas movies, the best ones are where you can imagine yourself when you're a kid. You can imagine this situation happening
Yeah.
to you, and you're like, "This is the sickest thing to ever happen."
I completely agree. I think
Yeah,
that's great.
because you're like, "What if my dad did that?" You'd be like, "Wow."
Wow. You don't put yourself in the
Howard.
Schwarzenegger's shoes.
No, you just
Howard.
imagine that's your dad. Imagine Schwarzenegger was your dad.
My dad was way cooler than Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, I was
Mine
going to
is
say
not.
the way that they
Ouch.
lull you, the way they lull you
would
into the
agree.
movie is that they just go, "Doesn't he suck like your dad?" But wait a minute, he is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They even have the line where Phil Hartman says, whenever like Arnold Schwarzenegger, his wife and kid finally get like mad at him, and they're like, "Screw you, you know, we're going to the parade without you."
Screwed you.
Phil Hartman's like, "Yeah, you can't bench press your way out of this, buddy."
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
He got owned.
He's a bad motherfucker, that Phil Hartman. He died too soon. It should have been Schwarzenegger. No, it shouldn't have been Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
That's
all
Betty
three of
Boop.
us have Jingle All the Way on our
I know.
list. There's
Yeah,
some
thank
sick
God.
world we're living in.
Classic.
Sick people.
Sick world.
You know,
It's a classic.
It's a classic. I'd honestly watch it right now if it was on.
Bro, me
If
too.
it was on ABC Family, I'm turning it on there.
Oh, dude.
I got that shit on Blu-ray
Bro, we're going to do some crazy shit this Halloween or this Christmas
this
season.
Christmas.
Bro, if I could come up with the right holiday, that'd be fantastic.
So my number 8, it's not technically a movie,
What?
but it's
What?
the episode of Beavis and Butthead
my
called
God.
Ha Ha Humbug.
Okay.
And it's a
All right,
Wonderful
Chief.
Life, but in the Beavis and Butthead, it's a 2-parter.
Oh, so you
So
have
it's-
seen It's a Wonderful Life.
I've seen it in the Beavis and Butthead version.
You've seen the superior version.
Yes. So this is really funny. It's like
Okay.
it's where Beavis is putting
Oh,
It's a Wonderful Life situation,
Uh-huh.
and he gets to see how the world would be without him in it. But the twist is the world is way better. like their next door neighbor, the old man, he's like doesn't have heart problems. Butthead is like an A student.
Damn,
all
dude.
across the board. And then Beavis comes out being like, "Yeah, my life is awesome. I should be here."
Yeah.
But the whole point of the story is that he should die, and everybody's life would be better.
so who's the Clarence in that story? I don't watch Beavis and
I
Butthead.
forget. I think it's just I think it's either Daria or a random character.
Damn, Daria, like from that TV series from MTV?
Yeah, because Daria started
Jesus.
off in Beavis and Butthead.
Jesus.
I love Daria.
That's horrifying.
You know, I give you respect when I pitched the idea for a top 10 Christmas movie list. I did not, in no way, shape, or form, imagine Beavis and Butthead to make an appearance.
Bro, me
It's
either,
a great
dude.
episode. Y'all would honestly love it.
You really blew us out of the water with this. I'm really seeing what I could have done with this list, and I'm very upset.
I spent like an hour coming up with these.
Holy shit.
So
Anywho,
my number 7 is the Christmas episode of Friends. No, I'm just kidding.
I would kill you.
No, my number 7 is an older movie called Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Bro, that's my number 7 too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So we'll just talk about that right now and knock this out.
Yeah,
Mine and
let's
Patrick's
knock it
number 7.
All right, let you, you go first.
There's so many variations of this story, the Christmas Carol story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been done well several times. Like, I'm one of the few people that like the Muppet Christmas Carol. I think that's a good Christmas movie. But this one, still, as an adult watching this, like the end of it, I get like teary-eyed and
Me
it kind
too.
of touches me in the feels.
Yeah, dude.
It's awesome.
It's
It
such a
is.
good movie. Bill Murray was in his prime in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny, but it's also like just incredibly heartfelt. It really gives like the true meaning of Christmas out there. Just such a great movie. It used to scare the crap out of me as a
yeah.
kid.
Oh, like death? Like the scenes with death?
The
and
death
stuff?
and like
All
the first ghost that
animatronics and
finishes.
puppets and everything.
Yeah,
that are
the
so
first
cool.
ghost that visits him in the movie used to scare me to death as a kid. Like, he used to cover my eyes when like the old man would like hold him out the window. I'd be like, no.
What about the taxi driver? How'd the taxi driver do?
I love the taxi driver.
We got to talk about the greatest character in the film, the great Bobcat Goldthwait, as I believe his name is Elliot Loudermilk, and he just goes bug nuts ballistic because he's fucking Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat is incredible. He's
Yeah.
one of the best actors.
He's one of the best, and he's a great
He's
director.
a great
too.
director.
Yeah.
I love every movie I've seen of his.
I have not seen God Bless America. That one doesn't appeal to me, but I've seen Willow Creek.
should watch God Bless America.
Yeah, we'll do that for next.
Yeah.
We'll do that in February when we run out of ideas. He is so good. I can't even do his voice, but he's so iconic. He's running around the TV studio with a fucking shotgun, blowing up giant TV screens.
It's so
Greta
satisfying.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Even when I was a kid, one of my favorite lines in that movie was by him when Bill Murray's head pops up and he's just looking at the barrel of a shotgun and the guy goes, "Hello, Webbit."
I love him so much. Bobcat is a god in this
He's
movie,
awesome.
dude. Which one of the homeless guy? Who's the homeless guy that dies? Is it Michael J. Pollard? It's been a while since
I
I've seen
think
this.
so.
When I was a
That
kid,
scene was so sad though when he sees him like frozen to death in the sewers.
I'll be honest. When I was a child and I watched that movie, we got to that scene where he's frozen in the sewers, and I went, "Who the fuck is that guy?" And then I rewatched it.
Did he wear like a circular hat with like?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Had like
It's a
the little
great
pocket
movie.
watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely cried at the end of that movie.
Every
Bill
time,
Murray
man.
gives
Every
his-
single time. Even as a kid, even
I'm
as
a
an adult.
bitch.
I bet you did put cookies out for Santa.
I never believed in Santa, honestly.
All right, maybe this is where you guys find me out as a bitch, because I did put out cookies for Santa. I did, and I put out milk too, and it wasn't sour.
You walked out. You said, "Wow, Santa bit my cookie."
When I was a little boy, when I was a soft-hearted little boy, and before the world hardened me, why are you guys insulting me for being?
Why you
pure?
guys? Why are you lumping me into this?
RJ, what the fuck is wrong with you? You sick.
I'm just
little
worried
bitch?
about my promotion in the big city. I'm not worried about other people's emotions.
All right, big you fucking Krampus looking ass. You big mouth having.
Just stop doxing me. They're gonna see me on the streets and be like, "That dude, is that RJ from the Off the Reel?"
Yeah.
He's
He's
like
got- he's got-
Krampus
My
looking
man just had
ass.
to look at the laptop to see the name of the podcast.
He's got long fingers and he's got chains,
his
dude.
promotion in the big city is getting to his
The
head.
big city.
Big city.
All right, so what's your number 7? Since that was mine and Patrick.
I don't think you deserve to go again, RJ.
Oh.
I'm
gotta-
not
you
sorry.
gotta-
Number 7.
You got to top Beavis and Butthead.
Number 7 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
All right, we're skipping RJ.
I like it. I respect it.
So I'm
I
gonna
like it.
do
spoil
respect
the rest
it,
of my
actually.
list. Home Alone 1 is not on it.
Okay. Okay,
So,
big guy.
Home Alone 2 is the most Christmas of the two. I consider canon Home Alone.
No, I
movies.
can. I respect
Okay,
that.
I
That's
can dig
very
that.
true.
Because there's
actually.
nothing more being a kid. Like it goes back to like the wish fulfillment. Like that movie, I always wish that happened to me.
Home Alone 2.
Yeah, because that movie is incredible. Like if you're a kid and that happens to you, like you have a credit card, you just let loose in the city.
I'd like to walk back my previous statement.
Yes.
Every time I watch Home Alone, I'm very bored. I'm not very bored. I'm kind of bored. I'm not. It's not that
Home
it's
Alone
bad.
1?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I watch Home Alone 2, and I'm more entertained.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun.
I-
It's the same movie.
Yeah, but it's
Ultimately,
cooler
yeah.
and in New York.
Yeah, because the
And
kid.
I'm gonna be honest. The pigeon lady scene at the end, I cried at that.
Yeah,
too.
honestly, I did too.
Yeah. What are you, a bitch?
No.
What are you, a pussy?
No, because the pigeon lady is actually pulls on your heartstrings, and it teaches you an important lesson.
You can't tell me. You cannot. What? You can't accuse. Okay, I gotta calm down.
Sit down. Sit down.
I'm leaning back in my recliner.
Okay, you have the audio to prove it. He's going all the way back. I'm about to body slam him.
I can do it.
So yeah, I literally just watched the first Home Alone like an hour ago. So yeah, I do. Like I love 1 and 2. I pretend the other ones don't exist, but 1 and 2 I've always been a fan of.
Is
But
it?
1, especially just watching it, honestly, Christmas kind of takes a B plot to it.
Yeah,
The first
Because
one.
like it's Christmas time.
it could happen any time of the year.
He's decorating a Christmas tree, stuff like that. Honestly, yeah, the second one has way more to do with Christmas.
It does.
Christmas is definitely more in the
Like him
forefront.
sneaking into like the big mall and like staying the night and like the
And
Christmas
going to see the
section.
Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center.
Yeah,
It is a better movie, actually.
has,
I've come around.
it has the
sold
best
me.
president of the United States in it.
When does he sneak into a
Which
mall?
one? Whoa, no!
I'm not answering.
Oh no, you didn't.
Donald
Oh no,
Cancel
Oh.
on episode 7.
bro! He's got a copy
Make
on
Home
the
Alone
dining
great
table.
again.
He's got a copy of the Trump prophecy on the fucking coffee table. I thought he was joking.
Dear listeners, don't ask where I was on January 6th.
Brother, we got to stop this podcast. We're gonna get us kicked out of the United States.
All right, all right, Michael. What's
So,
your six?
Oh, you're moving on now?
Yeah,
huh?
Moving
Okay.
on. RJ has the most controversial list, man. I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to have the movies that I said, and y'all were like, oh.
This
So,
one better make me
number
go,
6,
"Ah."
it's cheesy. It's very much a kid movie, but I still love it. It's like a guilty pleasure. The Polar Express.
Oh,
I'm a big
okay.
Tom Hanks fan. He plays like 50 characters in this movie. It's all about Santa, going to North Pole, the magic of Santa and the elves and all that BS. It's such a beautiful movie. Just looking at it, there's visuals in this movie you could just have as a wallpaper for Christmas or something.
That's true.
And I don't know, I've always loved the music and the
The
visuals.
score is so good in that
Yeah, the
movie.
score is amazing.
Yeah.
The CGI now is kind of questionable, but at the time it was so groundbreaking how they did like motion capture and stuff for that movie.
Did the trailer? I don't remember the trailer for the movie. When it had the cast list, did it go Tom Hanks and Tom Hanks?
Just-
with-
Also,
Does Tom Hanks play the little boy?
Introducing Tom
he
Hanks.
should. It's like
I think
Men.
he does, maybe.
RJ, have you seen Men?
No.
That's a spoiler. I won't talk about Men. There's a man who plays a boy.
And there's a scene at the end of the Polar Express where Tom Hanks gives birth to himself
Oh,
5
wow.
times?
5 times.
God, that's
Incredible.
hot.
So
I remember
have,
that.
I have a major beef with the Polar Express.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Because we went on a field trip when I was a wee
Oh,
little
no.
lad. We went on a field trip to it. The whole class was in the same movie theater. Back then, there wasn't a lot of room between the seats, and there was like a big crevice. And I was trying to like walk in between people, and somebody like kicked my leg, and I like, fell into the crack. My like leg went down. I went down halfway. My popcorn. They gave us a free popcorn.
No.
It went flying everywhere, and I was just mad the whole time.
Ruined your life.
It's a
And I have
Christmas
not liked
episode.
Christmas since. I've just worried about my career.
It's a Christmas episode. We don't need to hear about what got stuck in your crevice.
But okay, you
I
know
got
what?
stuck in the crevice
Hey,
as
RJ,
a wee lad.
let me appeal to
lad.
you. I, at the beginning of your statement about
Mhm.
Home Alone 2, I was curmudgeonly and I was crotchety and I said no. I said no to
You just turned it down immediately.
Home Alone 2, and that I know that hurt you,
Yeah.
but I saw that it hurt you, and you know what?
You-
I grew.
Yeah, when you said
I
that,
got bigger.
I saw myself as the wee lad falling in the crevice.
He was falling in the crevice.
And all
with your
my
negative
schoolmates
comments.
were pointing and laughing at me.
Now
while
I'm
the
seeing-
trailer for Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr. was playing in the background.
Well, now I see you as a person instead of as an object of
What?
pity and love.
How long have we known each other?
A few days at least, my guy. Well, now
Well,
I
you said
truly
I was an
know you.
object. What object?
An object of loathing and just
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Because you're just a cold-hearted man
Oh,
living,
yeah.
trying to get to the big city,
That is true.
and you never try to
So-
connect to me.
I'm starting to see it now. Polar Express is where your hate for Christmas comes from.
It might be.
This is sorrowful. This is
So-
horrid.
I feel my heart starting to warm. I'm imagining Tom Hanks.
We're connecting with you, my
Yeah.
boy.
Wow.
Imagine the homeless guy under the train pouring coffee.
Wow. It's just like me.
Damn.
I'm starting to understand this little thing called Christmas, but I still want that promotion.
Okay.
I'm not all
Okay.
the way there yet.
All right, you're at your midpoint. Okay.
Yes,
buddy.
yes.
All right, who's next?
You're next.
Oh shit.
Number 6.
Okay, this one's gonna be controversial because it's barely a Christmas movie,
Oh.
but I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and frankly, I'll be honest. When I think about Christmas, I do think about it,
I
but
think I see where this is going.
it's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I did not see it.
Where did you see it?
I thought Die Hard.
I thought about Die Hard, but I was like, that's the cliche pick. This one's actually, there's a lot of Christmas in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
There is.
It's a Shane Black movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a
an
Christmas
awesome movie.
I had to pick one Shane Black movie. I almost did Long Kiss Goodnight, but I love Shane Black and I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Michelle Monaghan wears a sexy Santa outfit, and it's really indicative of how Christmassy the movie is.
I have not seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in
I've
many
only
years.
seen it once. Yeah, when I was
Yeah,
a
I've
It's one
seen
of my
it.
favorite movies
think I've seen it
ever
twice.
made. It is. This isn't the time or place for me to rant about why it's good.
I mean, it's
because
on, it's on your list, so rant away.
I can rant about why it's a great movie. I cannot rant about why it's a great Christmas movie. Other
You
than
just you just like it so much. The little specks of Christmas.
it has to be there.
Flicked it up.
It has to be in my list because Michelle. It's like my number 2 favorite movie of all time,
Oh wow,
and so it's got Christmas in it. How can it not make my Christmas list? Right?
that is true.
It's indicative of who I am as a person. I love these movies, these detective features, these
Great
noir things, and it's a beautiful film about the cynicism of our world, and it's a noir satire that comments on in a self-referential way. A lot of Shane Black does this, where he uses these noir tropes of the hard-boiled detective and these cool guys to comment on how insecure we all are. and how we just want to be perceived as cool and important and strong, but we really are just a bunch of morons pretending and faking our way through everything. But we're moving on.
At number 6, I have Batman Returns.
Okay, sure, Chief. I haven't seen that one.
It's a Christmas movie in the same way where it's set in Christmas. There's like a bunch of Christmas lights.
There's
and
a lot
snow.
of Christmas stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's got the vibe.
Honestly, I could have picked any Batman movie because I just associate Batman with Christmas.
That's bizarre.
I don't know.
I mean, I saw Grudge Match on Christmas Day. It's not on my fucking list, dude.
If you watch Grudge Match every Christmas,
Oh shit, you're right.
I got like all the Arkham Asylum video games, all the toys and stuff. You know,
Even in those games, there's some Christmas vibes.
Yeah,
And you got them on Christmas?
yeah, I did because I was poor and only got video games during
Jesus
Christmas.
Christ. Fair enough, my boy.
And that's why I want the promote.
You want the promotion so you can make the fucking
It's all a
money.
character arc.
I don't really know what else to say about Batman Returns. It's awesome. You would like it. It's awesome.
I would love to see it.
Definitely some Christmas
It's
vibes.
dark and gross.
I love Tim Burton. I really do. He's never read a comic book in his life, and it shows with Batman. One of the biggest like superhero rules is like you don't kill people.
He kills so many
Batman
people in
kills
those movies.
people left and right.
He
in
throws
that
grenades
movie.
at people and they blow up.
All right, yeah,
At
but
one point, he like breaks somebody's neck and like throws them like.
Yeah.
even I know that. That's why I didn't like BVS.
Yeah.
Batman versus.
Yeah, they were
Superman.
unconscious.
He fucking killed
He killed
the
so many people.
shit.
They're
out of
sleeping.
so many
I mean, that's the
They're
point.
just
I'm not going to
resting.
get into it, but that's the point of the movie. You know, we can move on.
BVS.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Snyder heads, wake up. We have
All
a
right.
hater amongst our ranks.
All right.
I
all
got
right.
two of them.
I'm going to say a social security
Maybe
number.
you should move to the big city.
Oh no!
Maybe I don't like you that much. Maybe I'm realizing your true nature.
The third act splitting apart.
All right,
Move
so
on.
we're getting into the top 5 now.
The real shit.
The
for
real
me.
stuff of our Christmas list. So my number 5 is the movie Krampus.
Hell yeah.
Michael Dowtry was a huge Trick or Treat fan. It was number 1 on my Halloween list. This movie's not nearly as good as Trick or Treat, but I love it.
Yeah.
I will agree that the ending's very rushed. They kill like half the cast in the last
In
5
2
minutes.
minutes, yeah.
I mean, like it's like they have to leave the house. They're forced to leave the house, and they don't have that safety.
Yeah.
So when they leave the house, they just all die.
I need to rewatch it. I'd love
Yeah.
to do
I should
that.
too.
We should do
We
it.
should have a movie night.
We should. We should watch Krampus and then A Christmas Horror Story.
Oh, yes. And then also Jingle All the Way.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The ending's whatever, but even despite them dying, like despite half the cast dying, the ending where like elves or whatever drag the kid to like this big pit where Krampus is like throws him down. Even that was kind of like weak sauce to me. Like
Yeah.
I was just wanting more.
Yeah.
But I kind of dig the fact that like they're on a snow globe at the end. Like he wakes up,
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, it's all over."
Yeah.
That's cool, and everybody's happy. It's a normal Christmas. It ain't just like he looks at it like, "Oh shit, it really happened."
Yeah.
The whole family's mood changes. Everybody just looks so dreary looking at this bell, like, "Oh shit, you know that really happened. We're doing this again." And I love that ending. That should have been the ending. Like,
I mean, that is the ending.
well, it is the
It's
ending.
a great
but
ending. Yeah.
It is. It didn't need the stuff before it.
I love that. What is it? A stop motion scene with the flashback with the grandma.
Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
kind of stop motion.
Beautiful.
Like,
Have you not seen it, RJ?
I've seen it just
Okay.
once at the movie
Okay,
theaters.
I see.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
I wasn't
that
really
well.
listening to what you said because I'm a cold-hearted bitch.
what's funny is when the movie came out, I hadn't seen it at this point, but I wanted to hate it
Yeah.
because I love Trick or
Why?
Treat. I'm a huge Trick or Treat fan. Michael Dowtry was saying that he was going to make Trick or Treat 2. Like he announced it. He had the idea. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to make Trick or Treat 2, and then I'm going to make this Krampus movie." And then he came out a little bit later and he was like, "I can't get this Krampus movie off my mind, so I'm going to make it first." And I was like, "No!"
Oh yeah.
And then he never made Trick or Treat.
And here we
2.
are in
He's still working
2022,
on it.
and he
He's working
still
on it.
hasn't made Trick or Treat 2, but it is coming out eventually.
Maybe-
But yeah, I
Maybe
love
I'll have
Krampus
in
though.
it.
Yeah.
Krampus versus Sack,
I don't know.
Sam
Sack
versus
Boy.
Krampus.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that one, champ. I don't know about that one.
Sackboy has a name, sir. It is Sam.
Sackboy, is that what you said unironically?
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh yeah? Are you getting? We're hardening his heart.
We're
again.
Yeah,
We
y'all
are.
are bringing me
We're
back to the
pushing him
Polar
further-
Express.
I was say, we're pushing him further away from Christmas.
This is going to be a
We have to bring him
6-act
back.
Hallmark movie.
We'll fix it.
All right, so top 5. What's your number 5, Patrick?
I'm ready to come into this thing fists a waving. Okay, guys.
Ooh.
I love Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck. That's my number 5 pick for top 10 Christmas movies of all
Wow.
time.
And just
I-
like that, my excitement died.
I love Reindeer Games.
I've never heard of this movie.
You need to watch Reindeer Games.
It's a really kooky heist movie.
Yeah, and it's so awesome. It stars Ben Affleck, who is frankly not very good in it.
What's new?
but he plays a guy named Rudy because it's short for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wow.
I mean, not canonically,
Doesn't
but
that movie have Gary Sinise in it too?
yeah, he's fucking awesome in
I
it.
might
He's
need
so
one.
good.
Is it
And Charlize Theron.
Is it a metaphor for Rudolph? Like, does nobody want him?
That movie is just. I don't think there was
yes.
that much thought put into that movie. Honestly,
There's a lot of thought put in that movie. It's one of the best movies ever
Wow.
made.
But
Best
hey,
of all time?
I think we
it's
can all
probably my
agree
top
though
100.
that Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Yeah, he was the bomb in Phantoms. I can't say he was the
Bomb in
bomb
Phantoms.
in Reindeer Games. He was woefully miscast in Reindeer Games. But it's still awesome. It's so Christmas. Every inch of that movie.
It's a Christmas heist movie.
Yes.
That sounds
they,
like fun.
They all dressed up like
Dude.
Santas to like.
Oh,
rob
that
this
sounds like a lot of
casino.
fun.
See, here's the plot. Let me sell you on this, RJ. I think
Yes.
I've already sold you.
Number
You will.
5 on his top 10. It has to be good.
Dude, I love it so much. I love it an irredeemable amount. I showed it to my buddy Bryson, like because he trusts my opinion in movies, and he went, "Maybe I don't trust you anymore because I
Wow.
love it. I love it, unironically." Mike, you gave Phantoms 4.5 out of 5. There's no excuse you shouldn't like Reindeer Games.
I watched Reindeer Games once, and I didn't hate it. I thought it was
love it.
kooky and crazy, but
Yeah.
I love heist movies.
I will say there's
I'd give it another try.
there's one twist at the end that goes, it's just one twist too far. So it's about this dude named Rudy. He's in prison. So his roommate is this guy who has a pen pal girlfriend,
Yes.
and she's hot. And
Nah, she's Charlize Theron. She's
Yeah.
not really hot.
ah,
Charlize Theron's
all right,
not
you've
hot.
lost us.
Wow.
You've lost us both.
Charlize Theron, if you're listening, you're hot.
Yeah, you are hot. I like it when you shaved your head and Mad Max. That was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I kind of was into that.
That was a top 10 look for you.
Dude, yeah, that's a top 10 movie. Anyway, Rudy.
Prison.
Rudy's in prison.
Pen pal girlfriend.
And his roommate has a pen pal girlfriend that Rudy is in love with, right? They're about to get out of jail together, and man, Rudy's like, I just wish I could fuck Charlize Theron, your girlfriend.
That makes sense.
And then Rudy's roommate
That tracks.
ends up dying in a prison brawl. He comes out of prison and he sees Ashley. Ashley is the girlfriend,
Charlize Theron.
and he sees her just alone, waiting for the roommate, waiting
Oh,
for
no.
him. And he comes up to her and he goes, "Hey, what's up? It's me." And he pretends to be the guy. And
What?
I forget. Yeah.
Wow.
And she buys it because she's never seen him. They're just pen pals, right?
Yeah.
And so they're falling in love, and it's beautiful, it's great. And then all of a sudden, they walk into their motel room, gun butt to the fucking back of the head. He goes down. You
Oh
know?
my God.
And it's her brother, the criminal, who's heard all about. He's read all of their letters.
So he
and-
thinks he's the other guy.
Yeah, he thinks he's the roommate, and the roommate's been talking about how he used to be a security guard at this Indian casino. And he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna take you, and we're gonna rob this fucking place."
Does
And
not sound anything to do with Christmas at all.
No, it's set during Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And they dressed up like Santas.
And they dress up like Santas, and it's fucking amazing. And his name's Rudy at the end, but it's got one of my favorite like little bits of Christmas. Do you mind if I spoil it?
I don't care. I'll never watch it.
He's got fuck you, fuck you. He's got the he ends
Yeah.
up with the money at the end, and he's gotten the shit beat out of him, and he's he's just trying to get home. He just wants to get home. To
Yeah,
his
yeah,
family
yeah.
for Christmas Eve, and he's just walking home with the money, and he just starts opening mailboxes and shoving the money.
Oh, that's
into it.
awesome.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie just kind of fades.
That is
like,
very
pulls out.
Christmassy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
incredible.
awesome. And then the final shot, I do believe, is him at Christmas with his family. But anyway, it's an awesome movie.
That
You
sounds
guys,
great.
It's a movie.
will you watch it now, RJ? You
I will
piece of
watch
shit?
it. I will.
We'll watch. We'll add it to the movie.
Yeah, the quadruple watch list for tomorrow. All right. So my number 5 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 1967.
Okay.
That's the good one.
I was not going to put the 2001 twice.
I wouldn't have put it past
What
you,
if
my
my
boy.
5 through 4?
This scene from How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I don't think we'd invite you back.
Yeah, I was like, this is my last showing, guys. I got the big promotion.
No, but we'll miss you, RJ.
So the one from 1967, it's a certified hood classic.
Why is it a hood classic?
It has like the great animation from the god of animation directing, Chuck Jones,
Oh shit. Okay.
and has a great soundtrack. Everybody
That's pretty
knows
hood,
it. Everybody
dude.
sings it.
Oh,
I could just look in my mind's eye and imagine almost every
Grinch.
like animation in that movie, like
Yeah.
him like snarling up his
Him
face,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
heart
yeah.
growing 3 times bigger, and
Dude,
stuff like that. It's just
There are certain movies and shorts that are nowadays like I can barely consider them their own thing. They are
Yeah.
just cultural events.
yeah.
And that Grinch That Stole Christmas
It's
is
just a
cultural
TV special.
event.
A TV special was a cultural event back then
Yeah.
because there were like
Yeah.
3 channels, so everybody watched it.
Yeah, dude,
That's the
it's
thing about
incredible.
back in the day, though. For kids around Christmas time, we didn't really have feature-length movies. We had shorts. We had like Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And The Grinch was always my favorite. That was the
Yeah,
one
it's the
when
most
it came on
fun.
TV. I was so excited. I couldn't wait.
That one's my dad's favorite too.
Yeah.
It's the only one that makes him seem human to me. I love my father.
Like the part he
Terrible
says,
father.
10-foot
Ow.
pole, or whatever they say.
49 and a half foot pole.
And he like kills.
Speaking
it.
of 49.5-foot pole. So, are we going to move on to number 4?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I thought this was going to culminate in a cock joke. You really blue
Put
balled
your
me.
49.5-foot pole away, like.
Dude, slam that shit down. Is that CVP pipe? What the fuck?
Oh, it's very skinny.
Yeah. And very pale, although that
Just one
tracks.
big vein.
Anyway, number 4 is the classic National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh shit, mine is 4. That's my number
Are you
4 too.
Why do we keep doing this? All right.
Meant to be, my boy.
I know, right? It's like, what, 95? So, yeah, it was a third vacation movie.
89.
So it's Chevy Chase wanting to put on the perfect Christmas at home with his family, and everything he tries goes terribly wrong. The very beginning of the movie, they're driving out to pick their own Christmas
Yeah,
tree out of like
it's
a
incredible,
forest,
man.
and they march out. The whole family march out into this like forest and to cut it down, and they like get in a wreck on the way back. It's just.
It's like one of the most perfect comedy movies ever made.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
just it's even hard like thinking back, it's hard to even remember like what order they go in
Right.
because there's just each scene is like a whole little segment in this
It's a whole movie in and of itself, like
one
a
of my
perfect
favorites.
comedy skit.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best movies. Honestly,
It
I love
is.
that movie.
It's
Yeah.
definitely my favorite like of the vacation movies.
I've only seen the first Vacation in this one.
Me too.
And the ending of
The
Vegas
reboot.
Vacation.
Oh, I haven't seen Vegas.
Vegas Vacation's good.
I got to see European Vacation and Vegas Vacation.
Every vacation movie they have his brother-in-law played by Randy Newman. Not Randy Newman. That's
Randy
the Toy
Quaid.
Story guy. Randy Quaid.
Or actually, I take it back.
Christmas.
I apologize. I made a mistake. I actually didn't put Christmas Vacation at my number 4. I put Christmas Vacation 2, Uncle Eddie's whatever the
What?
I can't, no, I'm joking.
No,
I'm
if
fucking
we're
with you
fighting
guys.
anybody, it would be for that opinion.
I'm joking.
Like
Fuck
a
you guys.
straight to crackle movie.
Yeah, dude, they both gave me the worst, the ugliest looks
About
in
to say,
America.
mine and
dude.
RJ's jaw just dropped.
How about for the next like top 10 list we do top 10 Randy Quaid roles.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, I can only think of 2.
I can do.
Well, 3 now.
What's the other one?
Independence Day.
Hell yeah. And Quick Change.
I've never heard of that.
That movie's awesome.
But yeah, every vacation movie though, he bombs in and just kind of messes up all of Chevy Chase's plans. But Christmas Vacation is his best role
So-
when he just shows up in his like busted ass
Dude,
RV
so
with his
good.
family.
They're just dumping sewage down the drain.
Yeah, shitter's full.
That movie's perfect. I love that fucking movie.
Such an
dude.
amazing
I
movie.
think the line that I love the most in that movie is like they set up all the lights and they're like, "We worked so hard on it," and then I think the grandpa somebody says, "Well, yeah, my washing machine works hard too."
Yeah.
I always say that. People are like, "What?"
I can't quote it because it's been a while, but I love the bit at the end when Chevy Chase just loses his mind
Yeah.
and goes on this big monologue, just dissing Christmas, dissing his family, everybody. And at the end of it, he's like, "Merry Christmas, kiss my ass."
I love it. It's one of the greatest
He's so
movies ever
good.
made. Chevy Chase is at his prime in that.
That's his best movie.
I would not disagree with
Yeah.
you. There's no other movies that he has produced, even Fletch, that reaches the heights of Christmas Vacation. Maybe Memoirs of an Invisible Man, but I haven't
The,
seen
the
Oh,
first
that's a
vacation
good
movie.
one.
Honestly, the first vacation movie and the Christmas one are my favorites of his that I've seen.
Okay.
I actually like Vegas Vacation.
I like
Vegas
the
Vacation's
Spy
my
movie.
second.
Is he in the Spy movie, or am I getting that mixed up?
I don't know.
Well, they say doctor.
You're really showing us out for fake movie fans.
Funny Farm. Funny Farm was a good
I
one.
want to see Funny Farm.
Funny Farm was a good Chevy Chase movie.
Saw it at a thrift shop about
It's
a year
good.
ago.
It's definitely worth
Actually,
checking out. It's much like a vacation movie. Like him and his wife are trying to
So-
make this life on a farm, and like everything's just
Everything
going
just goes
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
he's great in Dirty Work with Norm
I want to
Macdonald.
watch that movie so badly.
Dude, it's so great. Have I shown you the opening of it?
Yeah, we watched it in
yeah,
the pool.
yeah, dude, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So my number 4 is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
What?
It's not technically
All right.
a Christmas movie.
All right, you know what? I've changed my mind. You know what? He is out of the podcast.
No, I'm gonna turn you both on the greatest American channel to ever be conceived, ABC Family.
What the
Around
hell?
Christmas time, they
So
would
your
play
second
They would play
reference
24/7
to ABC
Harry Potter, all of them. So all of them are Christmas movies in my mind. Pat, no,
Please stop talking about ABC Family.
1 through 4 are Christmas movies. But I specifically picked The Sorcerer's Stone.
Stop talking
For the
about
scene?
ABC Family. I'm not moving on.
You don't remember The Secret Life of American Teenagers,
I heard of it.
where the girl gets pregnant.
What, she got pregnant? Now I gotta see
Yeah,
it.
she was 16.
Dude, that's
Was this,
awesome.
wait, was this on ABC Family?
It was The Secret
Dude,
Life
that's
of
some
American
family shit,
Teenagers.
dude.
But they changed it to the CW or something.
Oh,
Freeform.
Oh, man.
So Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
I'm specifically calling it that because of the scene where he gets his father's cloak. That
You
really
need to
should-
be shot. You need to be taken out and shot.
Wow. He wants me dead.
I don't want you alive.
Wow.
RJ keeps giving me
Wow.
the most heartbroken
In
looks.
RJ's defense, I was scrolling through some streaming services today, HBO Max, that like their holiday section had the Harry Potter movies in it.
Yeah. They're Christmas movies to me, at least. I think I got like the VHS on Christmas or something too. So, and it has a lot of snow. That movie really softened British people for me in a big way.
Oh my god!
I don't have to think hard about British people to be soft about them, dude.
It's Christmas,
Right
Harry.
on, dude. We did a total tap right there.
Yeah, dude, we tapped
100% physical.
I was tapping.
All right, that's my number 4.
All right,
All
okay.
right,
That's
so-
all you got to say about number 4?
Well, I can't say anything else.
I love the Harry Potter movies. I don't necessarily consider them Christmas movies. I get the Christmas vibes in them.
Yeah.
He
I
does
mean,
say
I think
Happy
Christmas
Christmas
happens.
The Goblet of Fire has a big Christmas theme with like they have like a big dance, like a Christmas dance. That's a big part of the
Yeah.
plot.
Okay.
But I mean, they're great movies. I just,
Yeah.
like I said,
They
I
are
don't
movies.
really consider them. They're movies. Okay, Reindeer Games.
All right. I would rank Reindeer Games above each and every one of the fucking Harry Potter movies.
I would not.
I absolutely would. It's Gary Sinise, Danny Trejo, Clarence Williams III, and
Danny Trejo's in Harry Potter.
And is he really?
Yeah.
What? Who does he play?
He plays a wizard.
You're lying. You're a liar. Donald.
Hey, you're a
Lowe's is
wizard,
also-
Harry.
Let's
All
move
right,
on.
so-
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3. My number 3 is Elf. That,
Oh, fuck off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's my number 3.
Wow, y'all are on the same wavelength.
We are. The third movie. Yeah, I actually just watched this last night in beautiful 4K, and they did a really good job on the 4K
Really
of
great
this.
4K.
It's weird because like we were just talking about like what our favorite 4K is. It like really looked good, and one of my top ones is probably Elf. Honestly,
Ew, black cherry White Claw. Anyway, go ahead.
I actually like that flavor. It's not bad.
It's my favorite
I'm not a big
flavor.
fan. Really? That's my least favorite flavor,
Wow.
I think. It tastes I was shocked. Anyway, let's continue. Let's stay on topic.
I didn't think I was gonna like it when it was first coming out. Like it's a Jon Favreau movie, which had me, but I was like Will Ferrell acting like a crazy elf, and I watched it in theaters. I actually watched it in theaters after Christmas, and it's been like one of my favorite Christmas movies ever since. It's such a good movie,
perfect
but
movie.
definitely a Christmas movie.
That's a good premise.
Tell me the premise, RJ.
Will Ferrell acting like a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
premise,
that's-
the premise is like
It's like
Santa's
every other Will
real,
Ferrell movie.
the North Pole is real.
I love this movie. You don't actually have to sell me on the movie. It is probably
It's definitely in your top
objectively-
3.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's as a child, I loved that movie. It was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, I watch it every year.
Yeah, and I've seen it a few times. I saw it last year, and I loved it
It holds
still.
up good.
It's great,
Yeah.
and I feel like the only issue that it has is the third act is maybe not as cohesive as the first two.
We were watching it last night, and I definitely lost the plot. I was like, where did these horses come from?
Yeah, where
I
did
love
these
that.
Mounties
Though.
fucking
I love
show
that
up from?
because they're in Central Park and like Santa's there, and you randomly have like the Central Park Rangers.
Yeah, and it's like playing like
On
the
horses.
Flight of the Valkyries
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
It was pretty
and
cool.
it's so random. It's almost like Jon Favreau just really wanted like a chase in this movie and was
Yeah.
figuring out how. But they kind of make fun of it in the movie because you have Santa who's just this like hard ass old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
He's just
a
like,
bunch of
oh,
beating
here we
shit
go
on Will
again.
Ferrell.
And like you just see the horses lined up, like in Lord of the Rings, like the Nazguls or whatever. You have Santa just looking like, oh, the Central Park Rangers, they've been after me for years, ever since I put them on the naughty list.
That part typically was that part.
That's another one that made me fucking sob as a little boy.
It made you sob,
Yeah,
really?
dude, I was
Elf?
a little boy.
Elf?
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's so sweet, not as many.
Okay,
Yeah.
as a little
James
boy,
Gunn
you
didn't
cried
appreciate-
way too much in
Yeah.
movies.
I was a sensitive little sort. I was a soft-hearted little man
You
child,
were.
little boy child. I was a child.
Now you're a hard man.
I am, and I don't cry during A Dog's Purpose.
Folks, I think he cried during A Dog's Purpose.
Pretty sure.
I did really hard.
Did you cry during reindeer games?
Not the last time. But when Gary Sinise goes, it's pretty bad
Yeah.
for me, dude. It's pretty tough.
Anytime he dies in a movie, I cry.
Yeah, dude.
No
You
matter
wouldn't
what.
like reindeer games, bro.
R.I.P. Gary.
Dude, I hated that they killed him in real life for reindeer games.
Like, this has to be authentic, Gary. You understand?
I always think of the line from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Ben Affleck says something to Matt Damon, then Matt Damon's like, and sometimes you do reindeer games.
Reindeer games is
Oh.
fucking awesome, dude. John Frankenheimer's a
Ben Affleck
god.
just goes, now see, that's just mean.
John Frankenheimer's a god. I see why he cast Ben Affleck, because he has the look, the 1950s or 60s style leading man. He's got
Yeah.
that noir vibe.
He does.
But he performs like dog shit in that movie. He's so fucking bad.
When did it come out?
98?
90s, so it's
99, I
bad.
think.
So he's acting
Shut
bad at
the
it.
fuck
If it's from the
up.
90s.
You better go. You go
Okay,
to the
folks,
big city.
I'm going.
Number 3.
Oh, it's for me.
Oh yeah.
It's your turn.
I thought you were leaving.
All right.
man.
So number 3, this is for me and Patrick specifically.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's
See,
the
I'm
origin
left out.
story of all gingers.
Oh shit.
Santa Claus is coming to town from
Oh.
1970.
Okay.
It's the Rankin Bass
Okay.
classic where Santa Claus owns Burgermeister
Slaves.
Meisterburger.
Whoa.
He owns him. Burgermeister Meisterburger hates kids. Santa's like, nah, kids are cool. And I watched that kid, and it was a red-headed Santa.
Bro.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
I felt
yes.
represented, dude.
Yeah, representation matters.
Yeah, dude. We're both redheads, me and RJ.
Mhm.
We both hate Queen Elizabeth. That's why we're not watching fucking Elizabeth.
We
dude.
will watch it one day.
I will kill myself before I watch Elizabeth.
You know, Rankin Bass is a classic. I don't know if y'all
yeah.
know. They made like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
Yeah, we know Rankin.
yeah, I know. I didn't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
Elf is like deeply inspired by their work. Like every Christmas movie just pretty much rides on there.
Dude, I could talk more about Elf.
Oh, I love this movie. I didn't know the name of it.
Oh, Santa Claus is coming to
I
town.
looked it up. I was like, oh, this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "You put one foot in front of the other."
dude.
Ba-da-ba-da-boo.
Dude, when I was a kid, I didn't know what the
Beautiful.
name of it was. And I
Yeah.
saw it. Yeah, it's like you, Mike.
You would always just catch it on TV. I didn't know the name of it.
Right.
I bought it on Blu-ray. That's why I knew what it was.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
It's so good.
I want to watch that.
Can I be perfectly honest with you, RJ?
Go ahead.
I want to keep talking about Elf.
You want to keep talking about Elf? Talk about Elf.
I want to talk about James Caan and Elf.
Who?
James
You
Caan.
better shut the fuck up, RJ.
Who
The
was that?
dad.
He's the guy.
Oh, the dad. Yeah, he's funny.
Okay. All right, we're moving.
I
on.
love like the forced perspective in Elf. That was really funny. Where it's like he sits on his lap, but it's not his legs. Like you can tell. It was like very funny.
What's that
buddy.
guy? What's that
Hope you
actor?
find your
Bob
dad.
Newhart. I love Bob Newhart in that movie. He performs the same way. and
But
it's
that
very
dry humor, though, he has works so well as that
It's
character.
amazing.
For my number 2, and this may be controversial, I consider it a Christmas movie, and I'll explain why. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
A lot of people think it's a Halloween movie. I think it works as either, but technically, the beginning of the movie, Halloween just ended, and they're
That
getting
is
ready
true.
for the next Halloween.
True.
And at the end of the movie, Christmas Day actually happens. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I've loved this movie. Saw it in the theaters. It was right up my alley because I was always the weird kid that liked horror movies, and then I like Christmas movies.
It's like a Rankin Bass movie too.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like-
dude, it's
yeah.
awesome.
And I like Christmas movies, so when I saw this as a kid, I was like, oh my god, it's like perfect for me. There's horror shit and Christmas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Love the music. Danny Elfman did a great job.
Danny Elfman can make any music sound like Christmas music.
What's the name of the director? It's
Henry
something.
Selick.
Henry
Henry
Selick.
Selick.
Yeah, he's great. He needs to do another Christmas movie.
He just made a new movie.
I know. I want to watch it. It's
wanna
like
see it
the
so bad.
Key and Peele movie.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Wendell and
Wild.
Wild. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look around my house, it's weird that I put this at number 2 and not 1 because I literally have like Nightmare Before Christmas shit
I'm
everywhere.
literally looking
I'm
at
very
Jack
curious as to
Skellington
what
right
his number
now.
1 is now.
Yeah, dude. I 2 on my list coming up that could be his number 1. My number 2 is Black Christmas.
The OG Black Christmas.
Of course. No, I'm talking about the 2019 with fucking
Oh
Imogen
god, that
Poots.
one. That
No,
one
I'm
was
talking
terrible.
about the 70s film. It's a fucking incredible. It's one of my favorite movies. Scary as fuck. It's so funny. Bob Clark is a god among men. He's an incredible director. There's these great comedy sequences. There's these great suspense sequences.
Interesting.
It's so good.
It's a 70s movie
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Ooh.
awesome. It's got one of the scariest images I've ever seen.
and a Christmas movie.
Yes, with Billy looking through the door.
Oh
with the
yeah,
eye.
yeah.
Incredible.
Oh wow.
Incredible. We'll have to show it to you, RJ.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Actually, the 4K is coming out on December 6th, I think, and I
Oh,
cannot
wow.
wait to buy it
Dude, it's one of
because
my
I haven't seen
favorite
that movie in years. I actually watched the 2009, I think, one today. Rewatched it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in theaters, and I rewatched it today. It's okay. It wasn't as good as I remember it being.
It's
I remember
no-
it being a really good remake. remake, but
I really want to rewatch
I
the
can't wait
good
to watch
one.
the original. I'm never watching the 2019 one again.
Oh, that movie sucks butt, dude. it rips off.
I don't like saying this about movies, but that movie is way too woke.
Hey.
I can dig that. It's woke in the wrong kind of way. Anyway,
Yeah, it ruined
Yeah.
it.
It also rips off very directly Exorcist 3, which is one of my
That's the biggest sin in Patrick's book.
one of my favorite movies. Credit where credit's due, motherfuckers. You can't steal directly from Exorcist 3 and not piss me
Did
the
it
fuck off.
directly in a 2019 movie.
Dude, yeah, they steal so hard. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mike? They steal the sequence, the nurse sequence. Anybody who's seen both those movies, yeah.
Okay. yeah,
Directly, directly lifted. It pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Now that I think about it.
It's got a great opening sequence, that POV shot. Billy's like foul mouth is, and all the characters are so well rounded and like genuinely like thought out. Like even the bitch character care about
Yeah.
her.
You understand?
Yeah, you understand her. You're like,
I love it. It almost made this list actually, but I haven't seen the original in so long. That's why I rewatched the remake today. There's 2 remakes. One is very mediocre. One is horrible. But yeah, I love the original. I can't wait to get the 4K when it comes out soon and rewatch it because I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid.
it's about this this sorority house that's being besieged on like Christmas, like in the Christmas arena, by these fucked up grotesque callers. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't want to spoil it, but it's basically a play off. The call is coming from inside the house. But it's so fucking good. Holy shit.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, dude. And it's like,
And I love 70s horror movie. That's the best era
70s did
for
it
Yeah.
horror
really well.
movies.
and it's got all these great like sequences. There's this great comedy sequence. The house mother is meeting the parent of one of the missing girls, and she's like this weird hippie bitch, and she's great, and she's so cool.
That sounds amazing.
And like she's got these posters all over her walls of women's vaginas and
Oh,
like all
Jesus.
this insane like nudity shit.
Yeah.
And like
Sounds like my bedroom.
this dude. Okay, all right, champ.
I mean, wait, what? Reindeer games.
You're playing some reindeer games right now. Anyway, but like the joke of the sequence is that she keeps trying to hide like this grotesque shit
Yeah.
from this like really conservative balding father, and it's great. It's a great movie.
That sounds like fun.
It's great. Yeah,
I'll watch
check
it in
out.
4K. I'll wait for Michael to buy it.
So what's your number 2, RJ?
So my number 2 is The Muppet Christmas Carol
Hell yeah.
from
Hell yeah, dude.
1992.
I haven't seen it, but
It's
I
so
agree with
good.
it.
I looked online and I was like, I had a lot of Christmas Carol adaptations that I wanted to put, like the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol is a
George C.
classic.
Scott.
That one's good.
The All Dogs Go to Heaven Christmas
What?
Carol.
That
It's
was
a
a thing?
certified classic. Yeah,
Sure.
it's good.
Is it a hood classic?
It's a hood
Hood
classic,
classic.
definitely.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
But I just kept going back to the Muppet Christmas Carol because it has like the best production value, the best jokes. I watched like half of it the other night.
It still
Oh,
holds
shit.
up. It's still really funny. I
does.
watched it a few years
Very
ago.
funny. It has Gonzo, my favorite Muppet character.
He's the most hooked nose motherfucker.
I love him so much. He's
Gonzo's always one of my favorite.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
project
also
that Jim
hooked on
Henson
those.
worked on before he died. Like he didn't
Damn,
get to
I didn't
direct
know
it;
that.
his brother directed it.
Yeah.
But it was one of his last things he did.
It was the last Muppet thing he
it's very
he
sad.
actually had his own hands in.
So it has that like
Sad.
sentimental value to it, but it's also a lot of fun.
You're telling
Probably
me
that's
Muppets from
probably my
Space
favorite
did-
like Muppet movie, honestly.
Me too.
I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it.
Muppets
at all.
Take Manhattan was a
The
close
first
second.
I've not
Muppets
seen-
movie
I've only
and
seen
the
Muppets
Christmas
from
Carol.
Space.
Dude, you got to get in some Muppet movies.
Dude,
They're
Muppets?
good. They're
Yeah,
good flicks.
They're great.
We got a buddy. We got a classmate. He just fucking loves the Muppets, and every time
I understand.
he keeps he won't stop
Waka
talking
waka.
about Rizzo the rat.
Oh, Rizzo.
Oh, dude, Rizzo the Rat
I don't know who
is
that
so
is.
cool in the Muppet
But the
Christmas
the
Carol.
Christmas Carol is Gonzo and Rizzo. They team up together. Rizzo is so funny. He's like a Brooklyn rat.
Dude, he won't stop talking about it. I don't know who he is.
Like in the Muppets Take Manhattan, I think that's where they introduce him. It's in a pizza shop. It's him and all his rat buddies. Like yeah. And it has Michael Caine. He puts in a great performance as Scrooge. You know, I can handle the British
down to
because
check
it's
it
more
out. Oh my
Muppets.
God.
It's more Muppet than British.
I'm terribly sorry if we're streaming this in Europe anywhere.
no British people watch this.
No, and if you do, stop.
Please stop. We actually don't want you here.
We already won.
We
Oh
we
my
beat you,
God.
dude.
Number one.
Number one.
So my number one, speaking of Bob Kane, is A Christmas Story.
Brother. That's my number
Oh
one.
wow, y'all are on the same
Bob
wavelength.
Ever since I was a kid, it was my favorite movie. I watch it multiple times. This is the one Christmas movie I will probably watch at least 2 or 3 times during the Christmas season.
The one you
love
can,
it.
yeah.
I love it so much. It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
So
I can
funny.
almost quote
Yes.
it. Dad's like my
Yeah,
favorite
definitely.
character ever.
The dad is so good. Darren McGavin is incredible.
Yeah.
The way he's what a motion picture, dude.
Right.
Every scene,
It's
every
fully
moment.
realized. Like it's one of the most fully realized movies.
And
where
it's
you're
so
like,
weird because it's like an
Yes.
anthology film.
Yeah, in a
It's
way. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
it's about like the same characters.
It's like these vignettes.
Yeah.
These vignettes about
Very relatable. Really, you
Dude.
can imagine yourself as a kid in this happening.
Bob Clark's. When he had the idea for Christmas Story, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make a movie that didn't have a single plot. He wanted to make a Christmas movie that had short stories about
Chilling.
shit that takes place
Yeah,
around
vibe-
children for
vibe.
kids. So that's why the movie plays like that. It's very segmental. It's segments instead of just one long story.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like childhood, man. It,
It
feels
really
like
does.
when you remember your life, you don't remember like a
Like,
narrative. You just remember like
Very
moments,
specific
dude.
moments. Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's just these incredible moments, and you watch the movie. And it's just this. It feels like your childhood. You're
It
watching.
really does. It's very
dude.
cozy.
It's one of my favorite movies ever made.
And like you can imagine like all these characters doing a million other things at the same time. Like the mom and the dad are such great actors. I love the mom. She's probably my favorite character.
The mom, the back and forth between the mom and the dad is like
Yeah.
the best part of the movie.
And just like how the mom just like laughs at her kids every time like
Yeah,
anything
dude.
happens. Or,
and the
like,
dad just ignores everything.
Yeah.
God, it feels like we were watching real people, like a real family.
Yeah.
It's just an incredible movie.
So it really is.
It is really, like you said, RJ, it's one of the most well realized films
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
It
like
is.
it's incredible. Bob Clark is a god, and you know he did kind of shit the bed with children shouldn't play with dead things, but everything else he's done has been pretty great.
You know, he
including
actually
Baby
has
Geniuses.
a small bit in A Christmas Story.
What? Who does he play?
Bob Clark is actually like whenever Ralphie is in line to see Santa, he's a big burly motherfucker. But whenever he's Ralphie and his brother are in line to see Santa, they go like up to the front of the line. The guy,
He's that guy?
yeah, the guy with the beard who is like, "Hey, line starts back there."
okay.
That's
I
Bob
get
Clark.
that. I like that. Yeah, but that's the same director as Black Christmas.
Oh wow! I definitely need to watch that
Yeah,
now.
dude, it's
That's what, I'm
like
saying. That's
yeah,
what me and
fuck
Patrick
yeah,
were talking about the other night. This dude made like not only the most iconic Christmas movie, but he made like the most iconic Christmas horror movie.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, and he did them back to back. It's
Wow,
fucking awesome.
that's amazing.
That's
And
what I
just
love
the
about
humor in A
this
Christmas Story was just so like ahead of its time.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
I love the weird kid that's in front
one.
of
I
him.
like Santa.
Who has like the aviator goggles
Yes.
for no reason. And he just turns around awkwardly with his big grin on his face like, I like Santa. And Ralphie's like, yeah.
Patrick was that kid.
I know what the fuck I was. And I just cried a lot. I was Ralphie's brother.
No,
What's
Patrick would
his
turn around and be like, I love Santa.
name? I can't believe it. I love Elf. I cried during Elf. I cried during Elf because he's so sweet and so sincere. And then, you know, James Caan is such a dick to him. I'm like, no, please be soft to the soft man. I love him, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve that.
Well,
What?
well,
What is he deserving?
he's a cretin.
He gets his spirit back at the end though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's true.
does.
He starts singing.
I need to know why RJ thinks that Elf Buddy is a cretin.
Because he just shows up. Like, imagine you're that dude. And a
not
dude
a
shows up
cretin.
in an elf costume and says he's your son.
He's mentally ill.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah, but he's not a cretin. He's a disturbed
Touche.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean cretin.
He's
Yeah,
a
take it back.
disturbed man.
I'm sorry, everybody.
All right. You know what? I'm kind of softening to you, RJ.
Okay. So my number one is A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Christmas
Okay.
time is here. You know, I love the melancholic tone because that really relates with my Christmas spirit. Like Charlie Brown, he just can't get in this Christmas spirit, but then he realizes by coming together with all his friends, and I really relate that in a great way because I think tonight I found the true meaning of Christmas
You know what?
by hanging out with you guys.
Oh,
You know
you're
what, RJ?
welcome.
I've really come around to you, man.
You did?
I was really upset about what you said about Home Alone 2, but now you know what? I love Home Alone 2,
Yeah.
dude, and I love you.
Oh, I
And
love
I
you
feel
too.
that. I feel it honestly and sincerely about you,
Yeah.
my brother.
I'm glad we could all come together in the Christmas spirit.
We're all
did.
coming right now.
We're all coming together, you know.
I came
this
and I
big
went,
circle.
dude. Oh, dude, that's so much fucking sloppy
all-
jism.
We're playing.
Looks
like-
like
Why
snow.
did you have to bring it? I hate Christmas. Wait, I'm getting a call.
Are you
Wait,
gonna
It's your
go with
promotion.
it?
hello? I have an ultimatum to make. Either choose Christmas or my job.
Dude,
I mean,
what's he gonna do?
What should I choose?
I mean, obvious
You gotta
choice.
choose-
Christmas.
you gotta
Sorry,
choose
boss.
Christmas.
I choose Christmas.
Yeah!
I love Christmas.
My boy.
I now love Christmas.
We're all hugging and jumping up and down together. Yeah, yeah, this is beautiful. Oh, and we start.
Oh my
kissing.
God, Patrick's gonna cry.
We're- it's so cute. It's so cute. Can we kiss?
Wait.
Can we all kiss too?
James Caan has turned his heart towards Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
Going back to Elf though, that part annoys me just in a realistic tone. Like when he's like, if you walk out of here right now, you're fired. He's like, well, I guess I'm fired. And he walks out. I'm like, dude, you have a good job. Like, you have to support your family.
Right, bro, come on, be smart.
The
Be
promotion doesn't matter, guys. It's all about Christmas.
Dude,
Yeah, it's all about living
we
in a
just
box
learned
on
that
Gotta
Christmas.
get on unemployment.
Thanks, man. Thanks. We're not going to help support you now,
Oh,
RJ.
no. What about
Maybe you can call him back. Maybe you can
Let
fucking.
me see.
Yeah, let's see. All right.
Hey, boss. You already got somebody else to pick the job. Who was it?
Shit. Yeah, okay.
Patrick.
Hey, yo.
What?
Yo, I won.
No.
I beat your ass, motherfucker. Reindeer Games
blockhead.
wins again, dude.
Not reindeer.
Not the reindeer games.
Yeah, dude. Santa always picks me number one because I got a big shiny red
You
nose,
always
bitch.
cry at movies like a little bitch.
Oh, you're a little bitch. What the fuck's wrong with you, motherfucker?
All right.
I'll
Merry
beat your
Christmas,
ass.
everybody.